Cavinity. This video will be the topic of Cavinity responding to the exposed video and me replying to his comebacks and just showing how they are false and giving more evidence of things he has done. If you don't know about the situation, haven't watched my other video, go ahead as it explains literally everything that is going on. Anyways, let's get right into the video. I will let you guys read his response first so you guys see what he said, and then I'll start saying my part. So basically, this is what he has. I'll give you guys like 10 seconds to read it. You can pause it if you want. So as you see, he has said, since Gracie wants to expose me for laughing at a joke and not doing anything, which was literally the slightest thing I have literally exposed him for, is that was literally the slightest thing I ever showed in the entire video. It was like 3 seconds long. But okay, I'll continue with what he said. I'm gonna expose him. First, he was making fun of a fat person. That was not. I didn't make fun of a fat person. First of all, that was you arguing with somebody, and I had to side with you because I didn't know at the time that you were doing all this just really bad stuff. And second of all, in stage he acts like so friendly, but he's not. I am friendly. By the way, if you ever talk to me, I am exceptionally friendly, and I try to be. Every time Nerdy and them join, they say send those. I have no idea, first of all, what he's generally talking about. I'll show a photo on the screen of Nerdy being asked by Cavinity something about to expose him, and that he has I'll show another photo of Nerdy saying he has no idea what they're talking about, and that I'm literally I told Nerdy about how I'm uncomfortable with all that stuff. Thirdly, and he curses at me. First of all, I don't curse, so I don't know who you heard, but yeah. And then he says he calls my 16-year-old friend 12 with no proof. I was saying that because originally at the time in stage, you were talking, and then I was age checking next, and then, or whoever I was age checking, I forgot. But then they said they were 12 in this stage chat, and then I was trying to let you know. I was quite literally yelling at you in DMs, and you weren't listening to me because you were just moaning, and you were just purposely ignoring me at the time, which is kind of crazy since you have an underage kid in your server, and I'm letting you know, but you won't listen to me. And then he said, and he acts like he can mod when Oshi said literally he can't, and Oshi called him a skin, which, first of all, Oshi never made it modding, so I don't know why you're glazing him so much. Secondly, she doesn't care that much about me. He doesn't really care, or she. I'm really not, but yeah. And then she called him skin. He never called me a skin. He just said I'm harmless, which modding really isn't harm, but I guess whatever. And then he said I'm making fun of sped people. That is a reposted GIF that I literally never made fun of. Alright, I'm also going to be showing of what Cavinity has been doing, even just more stuff that I didn't go over last video. So, basically, Cavinity has been doing very sexual things, saying really sexual things that are really inappropriate. I will show a photo on the screen about how Labubu was giving him, I will blur out the word, but I won't blur out the first letter, but just for you to know, he's sending, or I don't know what gender they are, but they are sending literal sexual stuff and sexual gifts to people that are kind of uncomfortable with that. I'll also be going over how Cavinity was showing literal on his stage that could have been full of children and little kids watching, because as I said, there could be underage people inside of a server. I will also be going over how he also sent child in someone's DMs. So I do have to, I know it is blurred out, but you know, just for the safety, I will need it's entirely blurred out. Thanks to someone who sent me this. I'll also show another. Oh, my bad for the voice crack. But I will also show another type of thing he said. Yeah, before I expose him. So yeah, this is just another, you know, stuff. And then I will also show a photo of how just like proving that children are literally helping him. I will blur out the person's username and their face, but they are a literal child on YouTube, and they're helping Cavinity out and telling me, like, you know, to stop, and, you know, just literally just defending Cavinity when he's done all this bad stuff, and I backed it up with evidence. I will also show another photo of Cavinity's alt accounts getting mad, and he's just spamming my YouTube comments that it's false when everything is backed up with evidence, and he can't do anything about it. And then after I proved to him that everything was backed up with evidence, he said, oh, in the new video, or in the next video, make sure to shout out my YouTube, which is crazy works because you're still having an ego about this, which is kind of bad because you can have your ego all you want, but your reputation is getting worse as we talk. So basically, while I confronted him about the thing about how there was a child in the server, and that potentially there's a child literally like just like protecting him, more children are gonna catch on and just help protect them. He continued on by saying, you like little kids, which is not something funny to be joking around with. That I actually take very personally, to be joking around like stuff like that. Also, he was playing songs with the N-word in it, like the just like spamming the N-word the entire like song in his inside of his stage. So basically, I'll also show a photo of on the screen of how Cavinity has Famer's account and he's on it, and that he's either, I'm believing that he's either one, Famer himself, or two, that he's friends with Famer, which is proven. And even if he isn't Famer was literally an old Girl Tech Copy kid, an old alleged harm claimer, and thanks to a comment I'm reading this off of that, Famer was just mostly accused of like really racist stuff, and that even if he isn't Famer, that he's friends with the person who literally did all of that, and that's really not cool to be like friends with the person who says all that. Also, Cavinity has made a fake message of me, quote unquote saying the N-word, which is kind of like actually crazy. But I will just sum this video up in one thing. Cavinity just gave up already. I've exposed literally everything I can, and just stop lying to everyone. Like, just stop, bro. Everyone knows. Like, just stop. Your ego is literally nothing. Your reputation is nothing. Everyone knows about it now. So just give it, man.